Hey guys, what's up? This is Chris with SBT on the Streets, and this right here is a good friend of mine, Derrick, and we're gonna do a little interview, walkthrough, and show you guys his 2003, for right now, VMP Cobra. Derrick, so tell everybody how long you've had the car.
I've had the car since September of 22.
So 22, so less than a year.
Yep.
Cool. We were talking before starting to film. You've been a car guy pretty much a long time.
Forever, yep.
And started with a 96 Mustang GT.
Correct.
So the SN, and progressed into, what would you say you had after that?
I went from the 96 GT, fast forward a couple cars, then I had a Dodge Charger with a Hemi in it. The only thing I did to it was exhaust and a chip. Then I traded that and went into a 335i turbo BMW hardtop convertible. And then I sold that and was in the truck for a while. I've always wanted one of the Terminators. Since '03, I drove a friend of mine's brand new, and I was hooked from the second I heard the supercharger whine.
Okay, oh, so you actually were in these cars back in '03.
I drove one back in '03, and I wanted one.
How old were you then?
Since back in '03. Holy cow, so maybe 30?
So 20 years.
30.
Okay. Because I graduated high school in '03. My first time being in one, it was a black non-anniversary car. I used to work at Ford, and it was in 2004 when I was working there. I was a lot porter, and the first time I drove one was I had to move it on the lot. Some old guy traded it in because the clutch was too heavy, and he left with the he bought a Lincoln LS because those were pretty popular back then. They had the he bought the V8 one, so it was a nice one. But I remember my first time driving it, and I had to take it to the gas station, and I had no idea that they screamed like they did, and that got me hooked. So that was my experience with it. So you had the Charger, the BMW, the 96, and I remember you messaged me, we're going back and forth on Facebook, asking if I knew any cars, my opinion on the ones you were sending me, and again, I was helping you look at the time because I remember trying to reach out to people and blah, blah, blah. But you found this, and where'd you find this car?
This car came from Colorado.
Colorado, and you had it shipped down, right?
I did. I had it shipped from Colorado, enclosed transport.
You bought it sight unseen.
Yes.
So.
Owner was great. Literally was sending me videos every day. Had it sent to a third-party mechanic. They did a three-page workup on it. Literally went through the car piece by piece by piece. I called the mechanic. I said, listen, I don't know you. Just give me the heads up because I can't fly out there right now. And he said, the car's everything it says in the pictures. He goes, everything's done and it's immaculate. It's a beautiful car.
So you felt confident buying it from him?
After that, and then I also, the gentleman that I bought it from, I did my due diligence and social media searches, and I found a guy about 2 years previously that had bought a Sonic Blue Cobra from the same guy. I reached out to him, talked to him on the phone for about an hour, and he said whatever he says that car is, he goes, it is. The guy keeps his cars immaculate. He just gets bored with them, and then he sells them.
Okay, so you ended up with this, and you paid a good amount of money for it. How many miles are on it?
Right now, there's 41,900.
41,000. It has the VMP.
2.3 VMP.
And then you're still on 93 octane.
No, it's the 85.
This is E85.
The 85.
Right.
1050 injectors, twin 465 pumps.
Okay, so you did. I forgot you changed it over. It wasn't like that when you got it.
It was like that.
It was already.
The only thing I've done to the car is put drag radials on it.
Why did I think? All right, I thought it was still on a premium too. Yeah, you just changed the tires over. Okay. And moving forward, I kind of want to. I don't want to let the cat out of the hat, but the other purpose of this video is, if you guys can, we'll walk the camera up and show you. He's got the VMP on there. Beside me next to this camera is another Cobra. We're gonna do a same thing video on this car, but we got a 2.9 Whipple in the trunk. I'm sorry, the back seat of this car. Right now, we just picked it up at this house, but we're gonna do I guess almost a comparison next video on the same car. Likes, dislikes on the superchargers. Was it worth it? And kind of get your opinion on that. My favorite part of this car is I do love the white Cobras. Mine's red fire. Chad next to me's got the silver one, and satin silver. Sorry, I have to say satin. And but the white with the chrome CCWs, the polished, I'm sorry, really sets this car off. You did good. So you got the car since September. Any regrets?
Absolutely none.
None?
No, I've never had a white car. I wanted, my goal was I love the Sonic Blue.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
When I got the pictures of this and then I got the videos of it, I was like, wow, this is the car.
This is what you wanted.
Yeah, like it was in the car. And I've told you and everybody else, like when I got the car, I've been no issues. The car's been incredible. And I told all of you guys, I'm not doing anything to this car. I'm not doing anything to this car.
He said he's not going to touch this car.
Right.
And literally, right now there's a whipple in the back seat.
And now, yeah, there's a whipple in the back seat and the throttle body.
We might have pulled the strings a little bit,
I have bad peer pressure in my group.
Yeah, he's very easily convinced. So with that and owning the car, what led you to just pulling the trigger? It was.
So I've always wanted, like I said, I've wanted one since 2003.
Yep. Why did you get one? Let's ask. Why didn't you have one then? Why did it take you 20 years?
So back then, I was newer at my job. I wasn't financially ready, stable. I had my GT. Life happens. I got married. I had a baby. So then I got rid of the GT for the family car, which was a Hemi Charger, and just progressed.
Kind of just got on the back burner.
I called the BMW my midlife crisis. I just saw it one day at the dealership, and I said, "That's a badass little convertible." Bought it.
Oh, it was a convertible.
Yeah, it was a hardtop convertitive. It hauled ass. It was like a go-kart on steroids. It flew, but it was completely impractical. And I've always had this one in the back of my mind. I've just always wanted that Terminator. And I don't know what reignited it.
Because we work together.
We work in the same building. Different divisions.
Different divisions. Yeah.
And I would see you come in every once in a while in yours, and I was like, oh man, I need to get into one of those. So I was financially in a place where
I didn't even know you were. I mean, straight. I didn't know you were into cars.
Yeah.
Then you are messaging me out of the blue about finding one, and I was like, oh, because it is, these cars. You drive them down the street, people know what they are, but sometimes they don't know what they are. And for you to message me like out of the blue and be like, "Hey, I want a Terminator," I was like, "Whoa, okay."
Yeah.
Now you're talking. Let's move forward with this, because I buy these cars, I sell these cars, I own them, and for me, I've been buying them and driving them since 2009, and I've been hooked, So
oh, yeah, this car's going nowhere.
Yeah, same thing. My red one is staying with me. I love it. Every time I think I'm done with it, I find something else to do. You guys know me, buying wheels and whatever and whatnot. Went from a turbo to a supercharger, and now I'm working on the suspension. But anyways, the wife was cool with it. No hassle there. She's like
100%. No, she was. I showed her the picture. She was actually probably tired of it. Like my friends probably tired of oh my God, another one. Because I was shooting you and Steve. We have another guy, Common Steven, that has the one. And I was sending both of you like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? What do you think about? And my wife was at the point where she was like, you don't have to show me anymore. I trust whatever color you want. I don't care what supercharger. She just was. I think she was over it.
Yeah.
So when I finally pulled the trigger, she was, thank God it's over.
Thank God. It's
over.
She
just didn't want it. She was like, I don't want to hear about it anymore.
That's
literally from the time I got home from work, I was on Marketplace or forums.
How many fell through your fingers? How many
were people backed out?
Backed out, fell through your fingers, sold, whatever.
I probably had.
How many did you go through before you actually?
I was actually talking numbers and was ready to pull the trigger. I probably had at least 6 people back out where they changed their mind and they're like, I can't sell the car. And then I had a Sonic Blue that I was really close to buying. I literally was in discussions with the guy for the price and everything. I went to work. I got off of my shift. I came home. I messaged him. He sent back, sorry, car sold.
Oh,
So
that's a terrible thing.
you know,
Yeah.
you know, it was the sign. You know, like I said, I was kind of set on the Sonics.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know, I got to look for something else because I think people with the Sonics, nothing against the people that have the Sonics, you know, they want
It's
stupid money for them.
It's like the Mystic.
Yeah.
You know, and then even the satin, the competition orange. Those cars have their, you know, their rarity.
Everybody's got their preferences. Yeah. It was just the prices were just getting.
I love the Sonic. I mean, I had a Fox body back in a GT. It was an '89. Yeah, it was an '89 GT. I had back in like 2000 and I say 7. I had painted Sonic Blue. It's my favorite color.
I still look at it and I'm like, oh, it's just gorgeous.
So it's a very nice color. Mystics, obviously, it's a beautiful color. It's scary to own, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I was afraid to drive mine when I had it because you can't just go fix it like you can these cars.
Well, and
So.
and I don't think I had a complete understanding of the cars. Like when I bought it, you know, as all my friends know, like first couple of like car meets we'd go to, and I'd have my hood open, and somebody'd ask me, "Oh, what do you?" And one of my friends would answer the question.
It's a learning curve.
It is, you know, and like in the driving of it, like it sounds awesome, but then to drive the car, like the first couple times I like got on it, I was like, okay, this is a beast.
Yeah.
Like it's a completely
You're
different
driving
animal.
something that, again, in my opinion, these cars are ahead of their time. They make fantastic power just on the factory unit. You're getting 500 wheel. You know, you're over 600 with the VMP and the E85. 600, 650. Where are you at?
I've had 3 different dynos. The lowest was 630 and the highest was 690.
Okay.
So I mean, I've been quite the spectrum.
Yeah.
So when somebody asks me, I usually say it's 650 to 660. I just middle ground.
Yeah. That's a lot of power, you know, and these cars handle it well. Sometimes they don't, and they're an animal to drive because you don't have all these safety features that, you know, the newer cars have. And I think that's why I like them. It's a raw car. They're fun, and again, I can't get rid of mine. I love it, and I'm glad that you got into this, and I'm super happy for you. But let's go check this. Let's go check it out. So I'm gonna grab the camera.
All right.
Let's get the VMP in the shot here. So what he's doing is going to have this. Did you get a date yet?
No, I'm calling tomorrow.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure I had it in hand first.
Yeah. So the Whipple literally was just picked up today. It's in the back of his trunk. And the VMP's coming off. I think it's a 3R, right?
It's a 2.3.
2.3.
It's State or Series 2. I believe.
Okay. And that's coming off. The 2.9 is going on, and that's what gen is that one? Gen 4. 2.9, and we'll see again the difference and what you like and was it worth it. But we have the, you know, CCW, the classics. The paint on it is immaculate.
You can actually see the Whipple box in the back.
Yeah, let's get in on that. So I mean, it's all up. There you go. Yeah. So very nice car. Good find. There's the Whipple, and can't wait to see what it does. See the numbers it puts down, and we'll go from there. And then there's the satin car we're gonna do next. But guys, thanks for watching as always. We'll get this thing driving next time. Take it for a little spin. But subscribe, message me questions. You guys know I'm pretty active on there. Try to get everybody's questions answered. And as always, thank you.